What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you all had a great Halloween yesterday. Getting into this episode, GH, this was another emotionally packed episode. Like, this episode, these actors are bringing it. And I'm not surprised, because let me tell you something about GH. I will say this. A lot of the actors on GH are very top tier. You know what I'm saying? Like, the acting is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to this emotional stuff, oh, they can get busy. They get down. They really do. They get down. I enjoyed the Maxie and Spinelli scenes today. Like, I always do, but I really enjoyed that today. Because it felt very, like, family, cozy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, relatable. I was looking at Maxie fill up that candy bowl, you know, for the trick-or-treaters. And I said, now, where'd she get that little ass candy bowl from? Like, she better put that candy in a bigger bowl. I'm just saying, like, that little bowl, they're going to stick their little paw in that bowl. I said, come on now, Maxie, get a bigger bowl. Get a dish. Get a big dish or something. Come on now. This little boy, little James, lassoing all around the damn house. Listen, he keep playing with that rope in that damn house. I would have told him, listen, you break something in this house, your little ass is not going trick-or-treating. I'm telling you that right now. Lassoing all in the house. Spinelli running around in his skeleton suit. I was just looking at that house like, Maxie, get this house in order. I was like, get that house in order, Maxie. Georgie Littletail talking about she not dressing up for Halloween because she felt like she getting too old for it. I totally feel where Spinelli was coming from. I totally agree with him. Do not be in a rush to grow up. I heard that speech so much when I was like early preteen. Like when I was like 12 years old and stuff like that. Because when you 12, it's like you can't wait to be like 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't be in such a rush to grow up. And I totally agree with him and Maxie. At the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with getting dressed up in costume. Grown people still dress up in costumes. I mean, obviously you get to an age where you're not going to be trick-or-treating anymore, but that's the beauty of it. You can still dress up and go to parties now. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time. It's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So you're never too old to have fun. Never too old. I see a lot of grown folk dressing up and I love it. A lot of, you know, teenagers dressing up. I love all that. You know, everybody getting in the spirit of the holidays and stuff. I enjoy it. I enjoy seeing it. So I'm glad, you know, Georgie changed her mind and changed it into a costume. And what was so funny about the costume that she was in was that, and, you know, Maxie was like, oh, I don't know what that costume is. It's so funny that they wrote that and put that in there because Kirsten Storms actually played that character when she was a teenager. You know, the character that Georgie was for Halloween this year. Kirsten played that as a teenager. That was so freaking hilarious, and I love that they put that in there. Such a nod to it. But yeah, I enjoyed the Maxie and them scenes. Like, it was just so relatable, so fun, so lighthearted. Because Lord knows we needed some lighthearted fun in this episode. Because, whew, everything else was just a lot. Speaking of a lot, Holly. Lord, get Holly off my screen, please. Please, and she is so draining. Holly is draining. So now she want to tell Robert the real reason she didn't tell him about Sasha being his daughter, because she was being selfish, per usual. I mean, the first excuse that she gave was still selfish, and now it's an even bigger selfish excuse. She tried to say before, oh, because you had enemies and I thought you were dead and stuff and I didn't want the enemies to come after Sasha. That's why I didn't tell you. Now, the real reason is because she pretty much wanted all of Robert's attention. Because, oh, they shared something so special and it was so fun and it was so this, that, and the other that she didn't want nothing to ruin that or get in the way of it. So basically, she knew that if Sasha was in the picture, she would not have all that attention from him. Pretty much. That's what I gathered from it. She was just being selfish all over again. And that's who Holly is. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why Robert is even giving her the time of day. Like, why? Because he talking about, oh, you know, I don't hate you, but I could probably never forgive you. You need to hate her. You need to. You missed out on over 20 years of being with your damn daughter. Like, come on now. You should hate her and never forgive her. She's selfish, and Holly is always going to be selfish. That lady ain't changing. She's 60 plus years old. If she ain't changed by now, she never will. Holly gonna go to her grave being Holly. That's just what it is. And Robert to be a fool to ever even associate with her again. Leave that chick in the dust. Leave her be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just let her go on about her life. Wouldn't even look back. Absolutely not. Nope. Robert to be a damn fool. So anyway, moving on from that. Dominic Zaprania. Let me tell you something. Dominic fucking Zaprania better get a daytime Emmy next year. Him and Nancy, Nancy, Steve Burton, they all better get a daytime Emmy for these performances because they are knocking this shit out the park. Like, out the park. Like, the way I felt bad for Dante when he was breaking down, crying, and all that type of stuff. Oof. Lord have mercy. Lord. Dominic killed that shit. And then when Dante had to go in the room to say goodbye to Sam, like, even the little actor that played Rocco, like, they were just on point. Like, they just killed this. Like, it was just so emotional. I felt like I lost a damn family member all over again. Damn. Like, that goodbye that he gave Sam, wishing that he would have told her every day more often how beautiful she was. I just hate that Dante is blaming himself for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that he's blaming himself. Like, you know, thinking, oh, she did this because of me and Rocco. And come on, Sam did this because she's Sam. You know what I'm saying? She did this because she felt in her heart it was the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could have thought, none of them could have thought that something like this would have happened. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't have pictured that this would have happened. They couldn't have imagined it. They couldn't have foreshadowed it. You know, it was unexpected. You know, and Dante need to stop blaming himself for this. Like, but I get it though. Like, when people die or people get seriously hurt, you know, you got folks that start blaming themselves, and Dante need to stop. It's not his fault. You know? They do need to run that autopsy test, though, and draw, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I really do, in my heart, feel like this could be foul play. Because, come on now, that heart attack did come out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't trust it. Get that autopsy done. ASAP. I felt bad for Lil Rocco, you know. But he had a natural, you know, when he was like, he felt jealous of Danny and Scout for having their mom and stuff like that. That's natural for him to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? That was very natural because they had their mom. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't. You know, that was a natural feeling, and he shouldn't feel bad about that. You know what I'm saying? It was natural to feel that way. He's a teenage kid. You know what I'm saying? His mom laid up in a coma, can't be there for his milestones and stuff like that, but their mom was there. You know, that's natural. That doesn't mean he wished bad on her. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to feel a little jealous of it, you know? But I do love the fact that Sam never, you know, made him feel like he wasn't a part of her family or he wasn't a bonus child to her either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that she included him. You know, she didn't treat Rocco like crap or treat him different. You know, so I do enjoy that because some, you know, step parents or whatever, they do treat their step kids differently. You know, they treat them like outsiders. And I never got that vibe from Sam that she treated him like that. I don't think she ever did. But let me tell you something. I feel like shit is about to hit the fan. Because when Laura found out that Sam died, and she was like, I think she was saying something to the effect that this isn't right, or this is not fair, or it's not right. And the way Alexis looked at her and was like, it's not. She said it so coldly. I was like, oh, it's about to be some drama. Because I got a feeling that Alexis is definitely going to blame Laura and Lulu for this. I think she's going to blame them for this. it might hit the fan, because it was just the cold way that she said it. Like, she was very emotional with everybody else and crying, but when she was speaking to Laura and stuff, even Laura took a pause. If y'all noticed, Laura kind of paused when Alexis said that, and I think even Laura got that vibe from her. That's why Laura immediately told Rocco, you know what, we should go to the chapel and pray. Yeah, she knew what time it was. She read the room. You know what I'm saying? She could definitely read Alexis and knew it was high time to get the hell on. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't going to be a pretty sight if she continued to sit there. Like, you might want to get up, boo. You know what was pissing me off, though? Christina and Molly. I understand that at that moment they didn't know what happened to Sam, but the sheer fact that they're sitting up in there bitching as usual, I was ready to yell at the TV like, if y'all don't shut the hell up, we in mourning right now. Be quiet. All this back and forth and stuff about nonsense. I was like, are y'all serious? I was like, are y'all serious? Bitching as usual. Over nothing. I'm like, Molly, Christina, go on somewhere with this foolishness. And I felt so bad when Alexis walked in there after seeing her oldest child dead, being in denial about it. And she got to walk in this house and see her two remaining children sitting here going at it per usual. I could see why Alexis kind of snapped and told them to stop and started yelling and telling them to stop. I see why, because it's just like, now ain't the time for this shit. And I felt horrible for Molly. Like, when Molly and Christina learned the truth, like, they learned about what happened, Molly's facial expression and her tears, like, it just spoke without saying anything. It spoke volumes. Like, my heart broke when Molly started crying. Like, she had no words. And of course, Christina's reaction to me was a lot like Alexis's reaction when she found out. She was in complete denial. But it was kind of still irking me a little bit, because I'm like, man, your mama just lost her oldest child. Now ain't the time for all this carrying on. Oh, don't say that. She's still alive. I'm like, Christina. This your mama. You think she would come up in here and say that about her oldest child if she wasn't sure that girl was gone? But like I said, I get it. You know, Christina was just like Alexis. She was in denial about it, which is understandable. Because I know when you that close to somebody and they pass, hell yeah, you're in denial. You're like, nope, I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just sad. You know, that was just such a sad-ass scene. The Davis girls are down a girl. That family ain't never going to be the same again. That's why I just wish that Molly and Christina would put all this bickering and arguing, like, put that shit on pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. It ain't the time for all of this back and forth. I felt horrible for Jason. Like, when he had to tell Danny and Scout about it, they too were like in total disbelief, especially Scout. Scout was like, nah, mom can't be gone. She's a hero. Like, I felt bad for that little girl. Like, I know that is so sad to hear that news. Your mama gone. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, that is heartbreaking to hear that. I'm glad Jason vetoed them going to the hospital to see their mother. I'm glad he shut that down, because I'm like, no. They don't need to see her like that. They don't need to see her just laying on that bed like that and stuff. No, they don't need to see that. No. I wouldn't have done that either. I'm glad he just took them home. Good. That's where they need to be. That whole Drew and Carly scene, I didn't really care for it, because Drew was irritating the shit out of me when he tried to compare Sam to Carly. Are you serious? Like, really? And Carly, oh, even when I hated Sam, I still respected her. Oh, Carly, be quiet, please. Oh, hush. Drew is a piece of crap. He really is. He's hot garbage. But I'm really hoping that him and Jason are going to really step up for them damn kids. Will I hold my breath on it? No. Like, I don't have no faith. I got probably a little bit more faith in Jason when it come down to Danny than I do for Drew. I will say that. Like, I think Jason may step up. You know what I'm saying? Drew, I don't see it. Don't get me wrong. He might shock me. He might surprise me. But seeing is believing. I would have to see it. Because with Drew, I just don't feel like he's going to be the parent Scout need him to be. He's not going to step up to the plate. I just don't feel like he will. I hope he do. I don't think he will. I feel like he's going to put his own selfishness above that child. And that's how I feel. I feel like that's what he will do. because he's been mighty selfish since he came back. Like, everything has been Drew. All Drew all the time. The Drew Network. 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like he's not going to be an attentive parent. So I don't know how this is going to shake out. It would be surprising, though, if Sam had some type of will about guardianship when it comes down to the kids. Now, that would be shocking, who she decided to, you know, step up and take care of the kids. Because what if she left guardianship to Dante or Alexis or something like that? Even though Drew and Jason could contest it, but I don't really think they would. But I would be happy if that was the twist. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knew that, you know, they wouldn't step up. So she, you know, left the kids in the care of her mom or Dante or whatever. Because I think that's best. I mean, look at Dante. Even before all of this happened, remember Sam was telling Dante, oh, you got to pick up the cupcakes for Scout and stuff like that. Why wasn't Drew doing that? You're her dad. And Dante is picking up the cupcakes. He's doing all the things that as a father, your ass should have been doing. But you running around chasing behind Willow and worried about your little raggedy campaign. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I really hope there's a twist in that she left some type of directive for her kids. You know what I'm saying? As far as their guardianship. Because I feel like that would be the best move, quite frankly. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. See you all later. Peace.